Hi, my name is Busselle. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing at Printa Systems. We're a manufacturer of screen printing, pad printing, and heat press equipment. And today, this morning, what I really want to talk about is artwork, graphics, logos. It's an important topic, and it hasn't changed too much in the last 15 years. It's still a critical element to every promotional product and every decorated apparel item. So when you think about artwork, most people think immediately of a stumbling block. It can be a challenge, no doubt about it. And there are a lot of topics swirling around. When you think of graphics, you can think of software, you can think of art, you can think of artwork. But really what I want to focus on today is the fact that every promotional product and every decorated apparel item is really the carrier of the message. Now, often that message is just a logo. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's very well suited for our industry, obviously. However, I do want to challenge you to think beyond just putting logos on stuff. That's something that the majority of our industry can handle quite well. So thinking through this a little bit, if you can go beyond logos on stuff, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a theme. I'm talking about visual value. I'm talking about something more than just the actual logo of a corporation. And by theme, you can think of Western themes, holiday themes. We're here in Orlando, Florida, so it would make sense to have a Florida theme, but also to coordinate that theme with the objective for which you are advertising. So it becomes a little bit more complicated, but it can be significantly more in terms of the value you bring, the service you provide, and more important, the results you achieve. So when you think about graphics, you should think beyond just the logos on stuff. And I'm going to encourage you to think more about themes and think about visual value. So another topic that comes up when we talk about artwork and graphics and logos is what software should I own? And before you can say that, should you even own software? I believe you should. I believe that you should have at least access, or someone on your team should have the ability to have either Adobe Illustrator or CorelDRAW. Those are the two major players in our industry. Both are excellent at creating vector graphics, and vectors in our world, 98% of the time, is the winner. So when you have CorelDRAW or when you have Adobe Illustrator, that doesn't mean that you're going to become a full-time graphic designer. In fact, what it should mean is that you become a better manager of the process, because what it will allow you to do is it will allow you to have control. So you could outsource this, and many do, or you could bring it in-house, or you could be creative and do both. I'm a big believer in both. Manage what you can manage, outsource what you can't. So graphics is completely up to you in terms of how your staff would manage that. But by having the ability to do something today, and by having the ability to manage the process today, you increase the control and you increase the likelihood for success. So I'm a big believer in managing it yourself. I happen to be an instructor for CorelDRAW. That doesn't mean that Adobe Illustrator isn't awesome. But for many people, CorelDRAW becomes an easier on-ramp to learning graphics. It's really the graphics program for mere mortals, the rest of us, normal people, maybe not so suited for graphics. So if you are going to attend an ASI show, which I highly recommend, please join me at a CorelDRAW training session. Love to have you, and we can talk more about logos, graphics, artwork, and what you can do, and what you maybe shouldn't do.